welcome back to Follow That. Hope you're doing well. So part 2, defending on assault on ATT-16. Very important thing to note, if team balancing's on or off. If it is off, you can have more players on one team, and you don't want to be on the team that has less players. It's just almost impossible. Hopefully it's on and that balances out the numbers. The other thing to think about when you're defending is your choice. So here, balancing's off, so I could actually join the team of attackers if I wanted to. I think for defending, reconnaissance is a good one. So you get the sniper rifle, so you can take rooftop positions, depending what your other teammates are doing, and then snipe some of the guys trying to take out and destroy the points A and B. So, defending, we start here, and yes, you can actually run into other people. What? I don't know what that other person is doing. I think they hadn't started, or quite often you get people who just disappear mid-game, out or are like away from keyboard, and it ends up messing up the numbers and you get unbalanced games. So, there we go, I've set fire to my plane. Let's start again. Now then, similar to what I'm doing when I think about attacking, I try and get to these points A and B, to the terminals, as quickly as I can. Because generally at the start, they are either, there's no one there. So if you get there quick, that can really help. The other team have got there pretty quickly, and they've already started the sequence. So, here we go. Now what you can do as defender, even if that sequence started, you can go and deactivate it. Here we go, you get a little A, enter the code, there we go. Even though I've blown up, I think I've stopped it there. And really what we need for this is to have a group of organised teammates. That's what makes... defending is easier if you're organised. Attacking is hard. Defending is definitely easier. You can set your spawn point to either come back in the plane, or to be on a motorbike. And I think mid-game, it's better to be on a motorbike unless you've assigned yourself as the one that's up there in the skies attacking people, which is another good strategy to have. But you've got to be able to split the roles. And when it works best is when you're all defending a terminal. So we've got loads of reds around. Right, so I'm going to use that grenade, just clear that space. No, someone actually got to them first. Right. Hopefully my friend there is going to deactivate. Yeah, there we go. So we've deactivated it. And now it's a case of just defending that point if you can. And this is great if you're up on the rooftop. So if you're in a plane, that's another good reason to be on the plane. There we go. Got that guy. If you're in a plane, you can jump out and then land on top of those hangars. So, and likewise, if they're on top of the hangars, if you're in a plane, you can take them out. So here we go. We've got lots of them here. Got someone on the other side. Terminal, right, so that terminal's about to go. We've got someone there. I think that's just taking them out, but I think we might be too late. Yeah, okay, it's been destroyed. So when those two terminals have done, if you haven't been able to defend them, we're on to the next two terminals on the western side of Fort Zancudo. And again, teamwork makes the dream work. So, oh dear, class, so good at this game. All right. Now it's exactly the same thing. You've got to defend the terminals. Here, it's a question of how you want to get in. I prefer to be on the bike. Now then, so we've got this person here. Does he know that I'm here? I don't think he does. Fantastic. We'll just take them out, and then see we've got some teammates around. They'll defend that terminal. And then also we have here the orbital cannon, so both teams can use it. But I don't know why it's in the game really. It's a bit ridiculous. So you have all these sandbags, you go in the entrance to the container, and then you'll see, obviously it has a countdown on it, you can't just keep reusing it, and then choose your target, fire, and then that will then destroy them. And obviously, you want to be taking people out who are trying to hack into the terminals. So let's just pick a target here. Right, there we go. Goodbye. Bang. Happy days. Right, so like I said, the other thing to do is, particularly when you're working as a team, if you get a good high vantage point, particularly with a little bit of cover, that is absolutely perfect for defending a terminal. So here, likewise, you can go up that tower. Here you've got this space. Right, so that's my guy deactivating it. And friendly fire is disabled. What was that? What was that? Oh dear. So you can't actually shoot directly at one of your teammates, although you can actually blow them up, like by running a plane into them like that guy did there. I wasn't quite sure if that was one of us or one of them. Anyway, so taking that vantage point there is a great one. There's also some RPGs around, but bear in mind you only get one shot, so it's kind of useful, not massively, but really it's about just surrounding a terminal and making sure the other team just can't get close enough to deal with it, and then you've won. But anyway, let me show you the second part of that. Assuming that they destroyed those 4 sets of terminals, and then we got into the second phase. So this is the second phase on the aircraft carrier. What you want to be doing is to get onto one of these. This is great. This is like some kind of, you know, World War II Battle for the Pacific crazy. We have them flying around, the dogfighting. We've got our planes up there in the sky. We've got their planes. They're trying to destroy the relays. You can see the numbers. Those are the little relays around the edge of the aircraft carrier. So we have to defend those from those planes that have auto lock. And oh yes, that was a good shot. We have to try and defend them to stop them destroying them, which then opens up 2 terminals on the deck of here. So, and also it's a lot of fun being on there. Right, so when those 2 terminals, if those 2 terminals have been destroyed, it's another good idea to actually stay in this, because this is a great weapon to be using. You can just fire at those terminals, make it really hard for the other team. But obviously equally, if they get a good vantage position, you're a bit of a target. But I think that was a plane blowing up. The other thing you can do is get onto the back of the aircraft carrier. So here I've got one of the opposition trying to sneak up the back. So this is when those terminals on deck, if they manage to destroy both of them, they're then onto the final stage, which is flying the Raiju away. So they've got to open the doors to my left and fly that Raiju away. But I find a really good vantage point, if you've got teammates around you like here, is just down on these steps. It makes it really hard to get you. You can see we've got really good grouping here. Got 3 of us around. We're making it super tough for them to get near us. And even if they get some of the heavier weapons, which you can pick up later in the game, there we go. So they've got that laser firing. Even with that, we're still in a really good position to stop them. They're finding it really difficult to get near us. There you go. The guy finally got me. I stuck my head up too soon. Okay, so we're spawning back in, but look at that. We've done such a good job of basically just surrounding each of those key points, defending with each other, that the timer has run out. So each time that they go through one of the stages, they get extra time, and then obviously it's all about that counter timing down. When it gets to 0, you've won the game as the defense team. Like I said, I think defending is easier, particularly if you're organised. Slightly less fun, possibly. But anyway, that's what it's all about. It's about defending those terminals, Zancudo on the ship, and then stopping that Raiju flying away. And there we are. Big money this week.